Question 2 from statistics is asking us to look at a 8-sided dice, and we're going to roll it 10 times. And it starts by saying, well, what's the distribution of this going to be? We want to know the number of times that it shows an 8. Well, I'm going to start by writing x is equal to the number of 8s that we get. And x is a binomial distribution. There's two numbers in a binomial distribution. The number of times you're doing it, n, and we're doing it 10 times. And the probability of getting what we want. Well, the probability of getting an 8, because it was fair, is 1/8. That's what it means by write down the distribution. Well, for part B, we just got to do some calculations. And there's some formulas for these. The probability that x is equal to 1 is equal to n choose 1. So I've got 10 choose 1 times by the probability of getting what we want. And how many times do we want it? Once. Times by the probability of getting what we don't want, which is 7/8. And how many times are we going to get that? Well, there were 10 times we're doing it all together, so that's to the power of 9. So we'll now just tap this into the calculator. 10 choose 1 times by, we've got 1/8 to the power of 1. Well, I'll put it in. Times by, and I've got now 7/8 to the power of 9. And that gives us a total of 0.376 to 3 decimal places. Does it say what to round it to? No, so I'm going to put 0.376. I'm always going to do stats to 3 decimal places if I'm not asked anything. Well, the probability that x is greater than or equal to 2. There's a couple of ways of doing this. You could just do 1 take away the probability x is 0 and x is 1. That's probably what they expected you to do, because basically we want everything except for a 0 and a 1. But what we've been doing is we've been actually been using the summation button. And we've been saying, I want to add up everything from 2 all the way up to 10. If 10 choose x, 1/8 to the x, 7/8 to the 10 take away x. So this is just saying I want to put a 2 here, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8, and a 9, and a 10. If you tap that into the calculator, then that one there gives you 0.361. You can stop there, or you can watch me tap it into the calculator, but literally that's all I'm doing. So I'm tapping here. What am I doing? I'm doing 10 choose x times by 1/8 to the power of x times by 7/8 to the power of 10 take away x. And I'm adding that up between 2 and 10. I want the 2 because it says or equal to all the way up to 10, and it thinks about it for a while. There you go, 0.361.